Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, well, we already have 9.2 exploration guide, kind of. I didn't make this. Saitama 866 did. So huge thank you to him. I will leave all the links, except for one picture, in the video description. So you can find the Reddit threads and everything else as I go over them. But effectively, this is based from the 9.2 beta. So a couple of things might be a little bit different here, but I personally use this in my completion run as well. And, you know, it went fairly straightforward, quite easy. And it works for most of the fine. If you do not have these exact champions, there will obviously be other solutions and other options as well. So you do not have to follow, you know, exactly the champion suggestions for your entire team, because he kind of gives you like the hints here as well, because this is effectively kind of like a node summary that you understand the lane for most part. And for each boss, there's exactly the same thing, kind of like a generic counter list as well as, you know, basic tips and advice. So it's actually very, very well made. For each quest, there are 2 sheets, one for the 3 parts, and then one for each of the bosses. Additionally, he has color-coded which boss to take with which path for the best or easiest results, because, you know, at times the champions will overlap there. And there's obviously a champion swap node before each of the bosses there anyways. Again, I will leave a link to this spreadsheet specifically in the video description. Huge thank you to Saitama 866. And that's all of the quests there. There is no section page for Lotan. Therefore, we're going to be looking at Lotan a bit differently. And again, I will be making a separate video for the boss, even though there are some very good guides already available out there made by the CCP content creators who did have early access to the boss fight. All that said, this is a very, very, very good helping tool for every single one of you. You know, and which parts are the easiest will just about depend on which of the counters you have more easily available for most part. I just made it simple. I went with path 1 in every single one of the quests. So I'm just gonna, you know, tear through it systematically for most part. That was my approach. But you can obviously do it differently. So there you go. This is the spreadsheet itself. I will also include the Act 8.2 node recap thread that has been made by Saitama in regards of this spreadsheet, in case you do want to say thank you to him or see a bit more suggestions. But in general, there's also this Act 9.2 mega thread on Reddit that many people are asking for questions and getting their answers. So again, I will leave the link to these 2 threads as well there. And what is important to know as well is the Lotan boss fight itself. Now, we do have the full ability text here posted on forums. I will not go too much into detail. Again, I will leave this in the pinned comment and in the video description. But the generic tips on fighting Lotan is science champions will have the easiest time. Sometimes allowing your power to get stolen, feeding Lotan power banish effects can be beneficial to you. That's fine. In phase 1 through 3, it's often worth hanging on to special attack or striker. That's kind of true. And the entire idea is to work around this maelstrom mechanic, where you typically want Lotan to be whether in her corner or you want to be in your corner, or most specifically, you just need to perform the required actions, and you do not ever want to hang around in the maelstrom for too long time. Unless you have no choice because you're lagging, but we'll get to that again. This is from Simulus video. Shout out to him. He uploaded a very, very solid guide. I was able to check it out before the content started. Therefore, I myself also had easier time. I will leave a link to Simulus guide in the video description as well. But the most important thing is you should probably be taking a screenshot of this picture right here. Everything else you can kind of quite easily remember, and you know, you can memorize this too. But the base idea is that in phase 1 you need to push Lotan back against her wall. In phase 2 you want to be at your wall. In phase 3, you need to stay in between that maelstrom, that big whirlwind in the background, and one of the walls. Phase 4, you both need to be in maelstrom, or one of you needs to be in maelstrom. And in phase 5, you effectively have to dex the second to the last hit of her special attack, and then phase through using untouchable and dashing forward through the final hit of her special attack. So ultimately, that is, in my opinion, the best initial information that you can arm yourself with when going through the content. Again, if you're planning on exploring it in short order, you might as well, just go from 1, 2, 3. You do have the champion suggestions. Again, for the most part, you can select different champions. For instance, here, Serpent is crazy good. I used a lot of Serpent. I can't type there, but Serpent did amazing. In this lane, Ironheart was amazing. I used Ironheart because Ironheart effectively negated every single node. For this lane, let's start with Chavez. Yeah, I largely used Photon and a bit of Hulkling, but mainly Photon. This one was very, very fun with the leader. Leader was very, very fun for this one. Then next up, the Guillotine. This is actually not Guillotine anymore, it's Shocker. But yeah, the Gladiator is actually very nice for this. I was surprised. And then CGR worked fine too. And most of the champions. And this final one, yeah, all of the science ones will do fine. I used Cassie, Titania, Red Guardian, and Photon too. Yeah, any good science will do. There you go. That's what right. Or most of the good science champions will do. I have not done these lanes myself, so I will carry on relying on this tool myself as I explore it, and then I'll post my overall thoughts after I have done the exploration and gotten myself a new rank 4. But yeah, so I will leave a link to this spreadsheet, both of the Reddit threads that have active discussion in, as well as the Lotan's full ability description spreadsheet, and the Simulus video as well, because that was a very, very good guide. Here you go. This is the main screenshot you want to take from this or Simulus video, because this is super helpful. I was referring to this throughout the Lotan fight as well. Whenever I finished one of the phases, I paused the game, looked at the picture, went back in the fight. So there you go. That's it for this video, and I hope you guys found it useful. I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the